Welcome to the monthly update. Well, for 2 months, for February and March 2024. I think last month I just forgot to record this video. Yeah, and I'm not feeling super great at the moment. I had last night was the night before was the worst. Really, really strong stomach pain, and I'm gonna share a little bit more about that later. I think when I talk more about the gut health optimization protocol. I'm gonna give a little rant because I'm quite annoyed with stuff. So I have my notes here. They're not super organized, but I'm just gonna go for it. The first thing that I wanna talk about, and now that I start speaking, maybe I talked about that in the last video already. I don't know. I think it was at the beginning of February that I either started reading it or finished reading it. This book it's called Healing Back Pain. And through that book, because basically the one sentence summary is that most of the back pain is not structural, it's not physical, but it's emotional. And the author is explaining that the main emotion, or one of the main emotions that he thinks is the cause for it, is suppressed anger. So through reading that book, I got reconnected or connected more with my anger and just journaled a little bit all the things that I'm angry about or annoyed about. So that was cool. That was a really cool process to get to know myself better in that way. Because I had a long time, multiple years after I started my spiritual journey, where I just didn't have access to my anger at all. And I genuinely just didn't feel it. I didn't feel angry. And I'm still trying to understand, was that just because I was so grounded in the present moment and compassionate understanding toward other people and myself, or was it also a little bit of spiritual bypassing and not allowing the emotion of anger? Because as a whole in our society, I don't think we have such a great relationship or healthy relationship with anger. We never really learn to express it. It's seen as something really bad because a lot of people express it in an unhealthy way, in a harmful way. Anyway, that was point one on my list here. Something that has been really good is my consistency with breathwork. I've done breathwork almost every morning, and that feels really good. Lately, since I don't know, a week or two, I am noticing that breathwork is great. I believe in the health benefits of it. But I also want to do more kind of subconscious reprogramming again, manifestation practices, whatever you want to call it, where I've been really strong with that in the past. Because I read all of Dr. Joe Dispenza's books and got a lot of his work kind of integrated, and that hasn't happened so much in the last, I guess half a year, maybe longer, a year. So I want to focus more on that and prioritize it. Doesn't mean then that I will do less breath work, but at least it should be equal. And maybe if I can do only one thing, then it should be the subconscious reprogramming and just being in a higher vibration, bringing myself into a state of abundance, of just confidence. And I think that's it makes a huge difference in how I show up in life and the outcomes I'm able to create. Okay, so I'm just gonna switch randomly back and forth. We did a camper van trip. That was at the beginning of March, Diara and me. The reason that we did that was because our shower here in this apartment is basically brand new. The shower is also brand new, but there's a weird smell coming through the sewage system, I guess it's called, from the shower, because somehow in this house there's sometimes a very strong kind of air pressure in the pipes, and then it sucks out the water, which keeps the smell from going inside of our bathroom. So what we've done so far is we just put basically a wet towel on top so that it blocks the smell. But yeah, that's not really convenient. We're paying good money here for this apartment, and so we told our landlord, and he said he would fix it. So we didn't have to leave, but we decided to leave for a few days so that the handyman could fix it. It got pretty much completely fixed. Now the water doesn't drain as quickly, so there's like I don't know, half a centimeter of water building up in the shower, which is fine. But yeah, the smell is, I think once it came back a little bit, but usually it's gone, so that's cool. And yeah, we did this camper van trip, so it turned out quite expensive, but it was fun. We saw friends. We went down south a little bit. We had a lot of rain, but it was still cool. Yeah, just being in nature, like finding spots in the middle of nature, just sleeping there. Because of the rain and the season, there was no one else in camper van, so we were just by ourselves. Yeah, that was cool. Okay, next, completely different topic. We did couples therapy for the first time. We had a session because I talked to a friend and he said, oh yeah, my partner and me, we found this couples therapist, he's great. And then I told Yara about him, like, yeah, why not, right? Like we have our arguments sometimes. Maybe it would be good to have someone external kind of help us with that. And it was funny because we had a quick chat and then we just said, okay, let's pay for a session. We did the session. It was okay, the session, I would say, I don't know, but right after we got into a huge fight. And but since then, I think we've resolved that pretty well. And yeah, right now it's going very smooth, I would say, for the most part. So that's cool. So we haven't continued working with the therapist, but I'm super open to, other therapists in the future. I think it's always good. And to do that also, not, when things are super bad, but just as a preventative thing for the relationship, or yeah, maybe not even working with a therapist, but with like a coach, couples coach or something. I don't know. Also, the last months were filled with more activities with friends, which is super cool. We had one big party that we went to, like a full-on party throughout the whole night after, I don't know, a long time of doing that. That was super fun. Also connected with new people there that we then saw a few times. So this coming Saturday, we're doing a business mastermind event here at our apartment with like 8 people in total, and we prepare some food, and yeah, so that's gonna be cool. Yeah, and one other thing that's connected to that, I'm gonna jump a little bit on my list, is that I finally bought a scooter. You can't see it, but it's like down there. Since I bought it, we had like so much rain here again, but the reason why I wanted to have it is so I feel more free and have more flexibility to meet people, especially also on my own, because when we go to an event in the city, okay, we pay for an Uber, it's just so much more convenient, and depending on the distance, not really much more expensive than paying like 2 times for public transport. But then if I'm by myself and I'm like, do I really? I don't know. So now having a scooter, it's a lot easier to just go somewhere, check it out. I can also go into nature, and yeah, so that's the intention. To the last day, the weather has been getting a little bit better, but then to actually get out of the house more and explore the city a little bit on a scooter. Well, and the outside of the city where we have more nature. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm gonna share this. This happened maybe a week ago or 1.5. I got scammed. It was like a crypto scam, and I lost well, I guess right now around 3,500 euros. It's so stupid. It was a good scam, but still, I'm upset that I fell for it. Not so much anymore. I think I've processed that quite well, but um, yeah. Well, I don't need to share all the details in this video, but I got an email, and the email fit perfectly to a bankrupt. This is funny. I got like this bunch of crypto a while ago, and half of it I think I've lost because of the FTS scam. So I had this company in it's called staking, where you get interest on your crypto. But this company who provided the staking, they went bankrupt because of this big industry, big scam in industry. And then the other I had in my wallet. And because of this bankrupt thing, they're trying to reimburse people, and I got an email, and I even checked like who it was sent from. I googled it, and it looked legit, but I missed. It was like .org instead of .net or something like that. Yeah, and then all the crypto was gone that I had in my wallet. So that happened. Positive part about that is now it's easier to be compassionate with other people who fall for those things, because I was always thinking like just do the normal checks, check who the email is sent from, if the domain is correct, like, and you'll be fine. And I would have been fine if I had checked properly, but I was a little bit in a rush, and then yeah, it happened. I did an in-person workshop here, like a business workshop around productizing your skills and experience. That was super cool. And Diara did a similar workshop, but online. She had like 20, so I had 6 people. It was only for 6 people, and it sold out. It was cool. Diara had 23 people, I think, participants in her like virtual workshop. And then from that workshop, 9 people booked a strategy session with her. So she's still like having them, but yeah, that's cool. Also good for our business. There's a lot happening in our business, but yeah, we also overdo it to, I think, do another update video on our other channel around the business. So we're not going to talk about it here so much. Recently, I got into this whole like dopamine reset, dopamine sensitivity topic again, and that's exciting. One of the main takeaways, it's kind of obvious in a way, but maybe not. If we take a break from work, which is good to do that, then we need to do something in that break that is less stimulating than the work that we want to do. So not checking messages, scrolling on social media. That's the worst thing. So you can meditate, stare at a wall. That's maybe one of the best things you can do, because it's so boring that you get excited to get back into work. Or like stretching, walking around a little bit, doing some breath work, but not, especially not using social media. Short form content, like some Instagram reels or something, is probably the worst thing you could ever do. Speaking about social media, I uninstalled Instagram maybe a week ago or something like that. I've tried to find a way to post there without having the app on my phone, and because I needed another human to be involved, there was a lot of communication, and at the end I gave up for now. It's not that important, and I don't even want to think about making content so much. I want to think about building our business and setting up all the marketing systems. So right now I don't have Instagram, and the reason why I didn't want to have Instagram on my phone is because of Instagram Reels. It's just the worst for our attention span, and I don't want to consume any of it, really. So I uninstalled it, even though maybe 2 weeks before I uninstalled it, like I found some more really cool business channels, and like they were talking about sales and different things you can say and so on, and I felt that was really valuable. But overall, I could get that information elsewhere, and I just don't want any information packaged in those 15-second videos. So I uninstalled it. I also uninstalled a long time ago already the YouTube app, but I still can go onto YouTube through the browser, and then I caught myself watching YouTube Shorts, which is the same shit. Yeah, so it's really interesting how addicted we can get and how our subconscious mind just wants that, high intensity dopamine activity. Yeah, but I'm feeling like I'm definitely getting better, and the around me stopped watching series again completely. That's super cool. Yeah, just this you need to, or I'm speaking about myself, but I need to um, continuously pay attention to it. It's not that you make a change one time and then you can just stop caring. It's easy to fall back into like those old patterns or new unhealthy patterns, because social media is also, always finding new ways to get us. So yeah, that's that. Da-da-dum. Yeah, okay, then quick update. We will go to the Azores at the end of the month on the 21st, and I feel really excited about this. Gonna be lots of nature. We're gonna do a ceremony, a plant medicine ceremony there. Yeah, just hanging out with some cool people. I'm excited. Yeah, and then lastly, the protocol. So we had this whole 6 weeks anti-candida, anti-parasitic part of the protocol. I have a piece of skin on my lip. And we finished that part already, I think, over a month ago. Our health consultant wasn't really up to date fast enough to send us instructions on how it continues. And then she did send us things that we needed to order, and then we couldn't just order them because she's just not preparing the things properly. It's so much work on our end to figure out, okay, how many bottles of each thing do we need to order? What if something is not available, then we can order. Yeah, so it took like until the last few days to finally sit down, and also all the supplements that we need for the rest is like 1,500 euros again. So we ordered not all of them now, but for the next 2 months, I think. New supplements, they haven't arrived yet. So we're already in this gap, which she said is fine. There's a little bit of a gap between stage 1 and stage 2, but yeah, I'm really annoyed. This seems so, I don't know, complicated, and I don't know if it's actually gonna work. So we're spending like thousands and thousands of euros on that, and I have no idea if at the end it's worth it or not. Yeah. I think that's it. I think I'm just gonna stop here. I'm so tired. Yesterday I haven't eaten at all, like just like two bites, and today I've eaten some rice, basically just rice. But I'm getting more appetite again. So that's it. Thanks for watching. It's interesting that some people watch this. This is more like, I see this as, this is for my future self. If I ever want to know what happened at any point in my life, I can go back to those videos. Yeah. All right. Ciao. Oh yeah. Usually I say if you want to reach out, text about something, then do it on Instagram. Maybe don't, because I don't have Instagram installed. You can, well, I guess you can. There's like this Facebook business manager that I check sometimes, see if someone sent me a message. And I wanted to post through it, but it's just also not really convenient. If you don't have the app, all the other third party or even Meta's own solutions are not as great. But anyway, ciao.